Hi, my name is Simranjit Kaur, and today I would like to discuss about some challenges which we have worked on that. So we have used virtual machine of Kali Linux with the OWASP juice shop. So firstly, we have discussed to DOM XSS challenge in OWASP juice shop. So we have to follow some steps to resolve this challenge. So firstly, we have opened the challenge page in WASP juice shop. So search the DOM XSS challenge and click on the view the details page and copy the string of the that related to iframe is equals to srs is equals to javascript dot alert. So we will get the xss alert pop-up at the end of the after after resolving the issue. So firstly we have navigate to the search field on the OWASP juice shop websites. So paste the string into the search field and press enter. So after that observe the alert box with the text xss. And what's the second point, explain the vulnerability being exploited. So the DOM xss challenge is taking advantage of vulnerability in the incorrect validation or sanitations of user input. So here user input is not properly encoded or validated. So before being incorrupted into the document like a DOM, document object model of the application's web page. So by doing this, a hacker can insert JavaScript code into the DOM and have it run on the victim's browser. So that is the second part. And the third part explain of how the vulnerability could be fixed or addressed in the websites or in the script. So the program has to be used uh, to the appropriate input validations and sanitization processes or procedures in order to resolve to repair the DOM XSS vulnerability. So making you user input is correctly encoded or sanitized before it is included into the DOM. So that is the part of this, main part of this. So in order to limit the execution of inline JavaScript code, so developers can also think about utilization of like CSP, that is also known as a context security policy. So here are the steps. This one, and here is a screenshot with the XSS alert pop-up. So if I talk about like last last point, so there is like real world scenario that is related to the last point. So the problem in the challenge might be arise in the real world scenario, so that in any number of online applications or online platform on that don't properly validate and sanitize user input. So that's why users may be able to upload HTML and a JavaScript code in the comments on a social networking sites, or if I'm talking about some examples, so the platform may be open the DOM XSS attacks if it does not use it properly. So when they read the comments might be injected or by an attacker into the comments area. So security problem might be result at the end of this challenge. So yeah, this is my first point, DOM XSS, and second point is a bonus payload. So in this challenge, there we have to complete some step to resolve this bonus payload challenge. So firstly, same as the DOM accesses, open the challenges page of a OWASP juice show. So search the bonus payload challenge and click on the view of all the details. So copy the string of the iframe, so that this string, this one, okay, and like element containing, so this is the sound cloud embedded code. So after that, this string paste into the search field and press enter. So you will be get the loading playing the sound cloud audio along with the no result found message on the screen. So that is a bonus payload. And after that, there is a second point. like describe the exploited vulnerability. So in this challenge, so the exploit is released to incorrect validation or sanitization of a user input, particularly with respect to the iframe. Like this is a iframe width. So it's a string, right? And iframe injection. So here the search fields input is entered straight into the page of HTML without being properly encoded or validated. So this means it's possible for an attacker to introduce any HTML, like any HTML elements into the website, any website. So including iframes as well as which might be the XSS attacks or attackers. So that this is a iframe, a string. So next point is my like vulnerability could be resolved or addressed in some time. So in order to resolve the iframe injection vulnerability, so developers need to put appropriate input validations and components from being injected. So like input has to be properly encoded or sanitized in order to like limit the kinds of material that may be like loaded or performed to limit the like on the page. So developers should think about the putting in place a material security policy that is also known as a CSP. So after that, what is the real world scenario in this bonus payload? So in the real world scenario, the problem that the challenge present might arise on the website that permit like user generated materials. So Mm, like, so, like, this is a screenshot of that challenge. So, like in the real world scenario, so like discussion boards, so component sections as well as the input areas where user can enter any information about it, or attacker can insert iframe or other dangerous material into these websites. So, user input of a suitable like any validations or like that sanitization processes are not allowed. So this might result in a security problems, including the XSS attacks or data theft, or as well as a like malware emanations or the safety and integrity of the website, as well as the maybe this is a major problem of the websites like that.
Hello, good morning, ma'am. My name is Bimaljeet Kaur, and today I represent the next section of OWASP Juice Shop, which is our project phase one. In the login section, we have to log in admin challenge in OWASP Juice Shop exploits and SQL injection vulnerability. The challenge involves logging in with the administrator user account by exploiting this issue. To fix the SQL injection issue, we can use the prepared statements or parameterized queries. Use these queries or prepared statements to ensure that user input is treated as data, not as the part of the SQL query. So this approach helps prevent SQL injection attacks by separating SQL from the user input. To access the attempting to exploit a possible vulnerability that you have found, there are some steps to follow for resolving the DOM XSS attack. First of all, we navigate to the login option from the account section. Click on the login section and enter the email ID and the password. The password is admin123 in the fields. Click on the login button and observe the result. We can find out that we can have the screen uh, which shows that we have successfully logged in into the account. The next one is the admin section. If we have the to log in as the admin, we have to find out the administrator login email and password. To access the admin section in OWASP, the broken access control is occurred that permits unauthorized access to the store's administration area. So there are two actions which are performed. The first one is the role-based action access control. Establish a strong RBAC system to guarantee that only users with permissions can access the applications and administrative features. Um, and the second one is the authorization verification. In this verification, we have to perform proper authorization checks at the server side to verify the permissions of the authenticated user before following access to the administrative section. We can find out the administration path, and we can find out that there are some registered users which have the access to login. So this is the screenshot for the users which are already registered in this website. So this is our login section and the admin section. The third task is the meta geo stalking. In the meta geo stalking, we have to find out the vulnerability, and we have following commands to resolve these issues. And in this section, we can have the involves determining the answer to the security question by looking at an upload of a person to the photo wall. We have the link to the person of to log in and examining the person's upload to the photo wall. This challenge does not directly exploit a specific vulnerability, but it is related to the sensitive data exposure. The exposure of sensitive information, such as the security question answers, can be considered as a result of inadequate access control or data protection measures. To address the issues related to meta geo-stalking challenge and sensitive data exposure, we can use two measures. First one is the access control and data protection, and second one is the secure file uploads. In the access control and data protection, we implement robust access control mechanism to the restrict unauthorized access to the sensitive information such as security question answers, and additionally ensure that sensitive data is adequately protected and access to it is logged and monitored. The second thing is the secure file uploads. Apply secure coding practices for file uploads, including proper validation of file types and the sanitization of the metadata, and the storage in secure locations to prevent the unauthorized access. By implementing these two measures, developers can mitigate the risk of sensitive data exposure and enhance the overall security of the application. So this is from my side. The next task will be discussed by our third partner, Satneem Singh. Thanks from my side.
So basically, I'm myself Satnam Singh, and I'm the third member of this group. Today we are discussing about project phase one. So we solved a number of challenges in this project, and we are talking about further about this project and as well and on given tasks. So if I talk about the third part of this project, so the third part is that about is meta geostalking. So in this section, and the goal of the meta geostalking is find a solution of security issues in like any kind of shop or the applications. So a person upload the photo, even though with the wall, screen, everything, whatever he or she want to do in this project. This challenge relates to the exposing of sensitive data, although it does not specifically target any vulnerability. So access to control or data protection measures that are the insufficient may lead to the exposure or sensitive informations, including security questions or etc. like that. Uh, Answer is also. So the reason behind this vulnerability is the program permits user to submit the pictures that may contain private or the sensitive information. So such locations, identity, biometric data, yeah, the personal information without removing, hiding the images, so metadata or the content, anything else. So basically the program should alert users about the danger of uploading images that contain private sensitive information, or delete or anonymize the photos metadata. So and the content before keeping or showing them. Okay, so basically these are we have some screenshots about such kind of data and the information that we like put on this software and in this. So the let's talk about the number four. So visual going stalking. So as a similar as the above task, which we did already, so visual going stalking is connected to the sensitive data also. And by examining a person's uploading the picture or photo ball, it's essential to figure out the responses of the security questions. So although it does not specially target any vulnerability, this main thing is this challenge is related to the disclosure of a private information, and through the submitting in image, your data, security questions, answers, whatever you submitted into the this like this software. So all in all, the this is the main features and task we did in the or we performed in this project. So I hope so we will discuss very clearly about this. So if you have any question, any query, then you can contact me on my Econistoga email. So thank you so much. Have a good day.